guys, and a welcome from me, Championship Manager 0102, player profile time, Abgar Barsom. For me, personally, he's within that category of the Scandinavian Swedes that we all go for. You know, we all go for Selakovic, Bergstrom, Kennedy Baklaroglu, Magni Josef. Abgar Barsom is amongst it, and unless you've got Sweden open, he'll cost you fucking peanuts. He really will cost you peanuts. But let's talk about him in real life first. Not the greatest career in the world in comparison to how CM had him, but you know what? Who cares? That's not what this is about. This is really about CM and what a player he is. But in terms of real life, he's 46 years of age now. He is actually deemed a midfielder. Now that's an interesting concept because I'll come to that when I tell you about CM in a minute. Didn't really have much of a youth career. Actually started straight with senior at a team called Forward, who was sort of a low division Swedish team, where between 1996 and 1999 he amassed 96 games, 15 goals, which in all fairness, right, was actually really good. I mean, he made his debut at the age of 19, which I thought was really good. In 2000, he got a move, and I think back then this was a big move domestically. He moved to Dutch Gardens. Of course, Dutch Gardens is where he starts on CM, and he was at Dutch Gardens for 2 years, 58 games, 6 goals. 2002, he got what I think was his biggest move of his career. He went to Heerenveen in Holland for a year. He only managed 7 games, no goals. 2004, he returned back to Dutch Gardens for 2 years. Another 46 games, only 4 goals. 2007, he made a move to Greece to join Messinikos. He only managed 16 games and 2 goals. In the same year, he went to Örebro back in Sweden. Now, I don't know the ins and outs of this. To my understanding, it's not a loan. It wasn't a loan move. So it could have just been a short-term contract in Greece. I don't know. If you know, share it with us. But he went to Örebro, 6 games, 1 goal. In 2008, he went to Norway and he joined Fredrikstad. 45 games, 4 goals. So probably a much better season. That's probably one of his most successful seasons in terms of matches per season. So probably his most successful by far. And then in 2010, he returned to Sweden, where he joined Syrianska Football Club, where actually, saying that, he actually managed a few more games than what he did in the 08-09 season. He had 50 games, but there is a gap because I've got nothing for him from 09 to 010. So whether he was unattached, I don't know. So 08-09, he was at Fredrikstad. 09 to 10, who knows? And 10 to 11, he was at Syrianska. Internationally, he had 5 games for the Sweden under-17s that he played when he was 16 years of age. So that's all he did. Now, in terms of CM, as I said, you can get him for real peanuts. And where's his best position? Well, it's a tricky one because he'll always start as a forward, right, left, centre. But for me, his attributes always indicate as a winger, personally. He always has good crossing ability, good dribbling. But you can see here, we've fired up this 10-year save, and we go back here to when he first moved, he moved to Liverpool season 1, that was me, I was Liverpool, and 10 games, and the one thing I'd say about Barsom, he's kind of like, if you started as a second-tier team, you can buy him and build him into a top-flight player, no doubt about that. Buying him directly into top flight, he probably won't perform the same sort of heroics than what he could. And that's probably what really occurred with me there, to be honest with you. So I wonder, but he did do well in that first season. Paris Saint-Germain then purchased him for 2.7, and that might have been me, I'm not sure. No, I don't think it was actually. Liverpool then repurchased him. That would not have been me, unless I sold him. And he had a very, very successful first season back at Liverpool. 19 assists. Let's just see when I was manager at Liverpool for a minute. Let's just have a check then. Yeah, I left after one season. So Yeah, it definitely wasn't me. So, a very, very successful second season. 19 assists, and that's my point, you see. I hadn't seen that. 19 assists. I mean, the next season was even better because he had a variation of 14 goals, 16 assists, 773. Superb. He really is an assist machine. And, you know, what I'm saying about buying him straight into top flight, he will not perform the same. Well, this is making me look a bit of a liar because he really has been performing. As you can see, double figures on assists is certainly not to be sneezed at. I mean, last season, 8 assists and 10 goals at the age of 33. He really is an absolute great player. And in terms of how he is in the game, he broke into Sweden for 53 caps. He's got to be happy with that. He really has. 90 grand a week. Fuck me. But he really is an easy choice to purchase, and you'll get him for about 120 grand, like you say, unless you've got Sweden Open, where it won't necessarily be the case. So, the great, the legendary Abgar Barsom. If you've got any experience, any saves that you've particularly had a good or a bad experience with this guy, share it with us. Until next time from me, guys, take it easy.